Yo, kembali lagi di Wuthering Waves. Ini kemarin aku udah ini sih buat satu region. Apa sih namanya di dunia itu? Salah satu dunia, salah satu region di mana? Kekuatan aku. Nggak bisa start.
Bide the time.
Ops. Oh, nggak bisa. Ini berapa pada satu region doang sudah 100%. Itu yang region pertama yang kemarin udah saya kasih tahu. Dan ini udah termasuk ini sih, apa namanya, ekosnya itu udah lumayan nih, tapi belum belum gitu sih, soalnya apa namanya, yang ini kan aero tapi aku masih masih pakai Havoc kalau nggak salah, ini Havoc sama plus attack doang. Kalau yang ini itu fusion, ini udah lumayan, cuma tinggal satu satu sama tapi dua ini. Terus yang ini tuh aku masih di energy regen sama spectral damage sih, soalnya lumayan energy regen. Terus kayak mana ya bilangnya, agak terlalu kelebihan sih untuk apa namanya menyelesaikan quest sebelumnya. Soalnya ada salah satu supply di versi awal itu tuh yang diharuskan pakai salah satu dari utilitiesnya. Nah ini ada ventilator, tapi ini ventilator ambil supply-nya itu harus pakai ventilator ini, jadi aku harus nyelesain quest dulu sedikit. Memang keterusan sampai ini questnya karakter bintang 5 pertama, udah pertama udah keenam sih. Kalian juga masih bingung ini saya ini masih bingung itu mau pilih siapa, masih bingung serius. Posisinya nggak mau apa, tapi ya karena ini tuh kalau nggak salah masih 1 tahun ya, tinggal nanti hasilnya kayak gimana, pertengahan-pertengahan kayak gimana, ada bisa apa enggak. Mau pilih yang Genshin, Karo, Verimo, Ideal, Mentor, kita lihat nanti DPS kah, mau support kah, atau damage, tinggal nantilah. Nah ini itu lagi quest karakter ini, quest ada event ada event si siapa nama Jian. Mari kita coba dulu ya Jian, kalau misalkan bagus ya mungkin nanti kita wish ya. Ini juga senjata, oh senjata signature-nya ya, signature-nya airnya 5. Oh, mana aja lah, ya penting ya apa, kalau misalkan kita suatu saat punya Jian ini kita contoh gitu mas, daripada nanti kita nggak bisa ngasih damage full gitu kan.
Tell truth from the side.
Meskipun ya memang damage. Bisa skill guys. Oh ini basic attack ini hampir semua ya, hampir semua karakter yang pernah aku pakai di Wuthering itu skillnya ngasih ininya damage ini apa ya namanya gini nih, damage elemennya lah.
Retreat to advance. Time to fight back.
Ouch.
Wind Rider. Like the time.
Terus gimana? Somehow forgotten your play stackable. Kayaknya stackable.
Tell truth from facade. You worry. Time to fight back. Tell truth from facade. Seven. Wind Rider.
Kalau dia lagi di air atau di udara itu dia tidak bisa,
Retreat to advance.
dia juga bisa ulti kalau kayak misalnya.
Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Break. I can take it.
Kalau dari laptopku nge-lag. Oke, mari kita coba maki chop.
Like the time. Retreat to advance. Like the time. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider. Finale. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider.
Enak sih sebenarnya si Jian ini, cuman masih gimana ya, nggak begitu suka ini aku apa namanya, pemain yang pakai spear gini nih, tombak
What's the
ini.
matter? Are you all right?
Nah ini kita sampai sini nih. Aku deng.
Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
You see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord.
Oh,
I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Qinglong. The Qinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away.
What? I've never met him.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tien was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfolk Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is. Resonate with tacit discords?
Ini kepala ada suara. Maybe I can. Gak tahu tadi ngomong apa. Oh, kemarin aku janji ini ya. Download Jepang ya, lupa aku. Di sini langsung lah. Setelah streamnya.
Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains.
Ya, selesai dong. Capture 1, Season 1, Capture 2.
As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Finding leaf affected by the well, apa nih? Wow, masuk lumayan ya kalau ngasih ini, ngasih apa? Ngasih hadiah. Lumayan. Oh ini. Oh ini. Apa kan? Berapa dong? Kan ini kan. Nah, dan upgrade. Langsung upgrade jelas. Pas belum. Mantap. Kunci. Terus ngapain kita? Nah ini kita lihatin dulu. Nah, alhamdulillah di sini tuh sudah 100%. Dia setelah ini aku mau buat 100% Jinzou. Apa sih nama dunianya nih? Disorok masa? Oh, Huang Long. Astaga ya. Huang Long. Udah berapa region? 4 6 7 8 9 10. Udah 10 region. Coba kembali. Regionnya itu Huang Long. Ini nggak tahu. Salah. Ini enaknya kita mending apa ya? Lanjut buka saja kali ya. Tapi sebelum itu aku kasih tahu ini aku nggak mau buka mouse gitu, soalnya rencana aku kan tadi kayak gitu, apa sih namanya, buat ini 100% dulu baru buka region baru, misalkan ini masuknya apa ya, buka dari mana ini kan mungkin, nah mungkin gitu sih, ini nanti 100% dulu baru ke sini, ini dibuka 100% udah lain, itu sih kalau aku mungkin. Berarti kita quest dulu kali.
It is natural to feel dreadful of the unknown.
Nah, nyelesain quest
Yet.
ketiga dulu.
There are
Ada quest. Hah? Quest apa? Oh. Terus udah, kita nyelesain quest pertama dulu. Jadi setelah itu boom, kita nyelesain kan kalau nggak salah ini kan tadi quest 2 selesai. Nah, ya main act ketiga, kita nyelesain act 3 dulu, baru nanti kalau misalkan baru yang set quest itu. Kenapa nih nge-lag? Dan dia balik ke ferry kata kiri itu pun masih nge-lag, tidak ada. Wow, lumayan sih, Eco Hunter harus dapetin nih. Apaan? Biar dapat bank. Bentar lah. Ya, nah ini tuh padahal perlu ini dapat ini. Dapat Astrid. Tambah itu, ya kan? Kita kemana? Kayaknya kalau nggak salah yang tempat awal itu nggak sih? Bukan deh. Yang kita lawan bos itu. Tapi enggak.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need...
I said still special bonus. Special food has unique special buff. Apaan? Oh, okay.
And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need a concentrate to feel it. Grover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first. Watch and learn! Let me be your blade. Shake the shakeless.
swift and resolute. Striking to the end has come.
Let me be your blade. Please.
Oh, bring it on! Ally of justice!
Let me be your blade.
Enak sih, apa namanya?
Let me be your blade.
Oh, bring it on!
Let me be your blade.
Apa itu? Challenge complete. Challenge complete. Fine. Apa?
I think I found something, Rover. Watch out!
Apaan? Enggak apa-apain.
Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Help. Brother. Brother. Help. Help.
Ada.
Help. Help.
Sure, ada.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here.
What's wrong?
It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins. That didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. This place is dangerous. I'll inform Shuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine. Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be.
Ada 3 kalau nggak salah tadi itu. Ya. Investigate.
The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here.
Oh,
These are
ini ada
traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
yang tadinya tuh tarung bertarung di situ terus lewat situ gitu tadi. Wih,
Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
kok macet?
These cards. I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Apa itu?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
Yang tadi yang
We've seen signs
merekam
of their
suara
presence in
tadi tuh.
Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power, and there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frexidus standards, a man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Frexidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of?
Wuthering.
Huh?
Masih serasa dimanjakan sama ini sih aku tuh apa sih namanya
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent...
ini kalau nggak salah ini kalau misalkan ini jadi karakter juga nanti ada karakter ini wish kemungkinan apa enggak kalau misalkan memang bener dia buatannya kartu karena sejauh ini paling suka sama karakter misalkan anime itu yang pakai senjata kartu.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Give her back to me.
Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
Ya meskipun
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
udah penuh.
So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors.
Apa? Ini bukan yang
So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes.
Apa itu? Jadi mulai just to your side.
I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
Look at the do.
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here.
Iya sih.
I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see?
Kita fokus ke yang tadi ya, ada pertarungan, terus tadi ada jejak lagi orang.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
Hah? It's not the villager. Let's not kill its owner. Mungkin?
I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses.
Santai.
Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Wow. Ada yang salah. Master Discord-nya.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they fables, stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction, but they always draw from real life, don't they?
Oke.
The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
Tak tutup susah. True friends. River sleeps. Oh.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, nope, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Oh, so we agree already. You are right, but the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
Okay.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night, except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce, always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more. And more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
Masih lagi. Really? Some blurry text. So, it's punish her and all her fault.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened.
Okay.
Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
Backline?
Oh, so you're siding with the white lambs, blaming it all on the one who challenged the status quo. But in another version of this story, the black lamb got to unleash its vengeful wrath upon the flock and the shepherd, eventually becoming the new rule maker. Is that the kind of ending you were hoping to hear? Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? But that's why they wanted it in the first place. Why would they trade their wealth for a wish when they were risking their lives for it anyway? Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
Apa ya? Nggak kita baca lagi tadi. Survive along with or otherwise nggak sih. Kita ambil positifnya aja, kemungkinan dia survive.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. Someone came to their rescue, and they all made it out alive.
Really? Oh, you're such a good little lamb. So innocent, so sweet. Do you really believe a hero would show up and save the day?
Yes, of course.
Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. the shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground.
Kita kayak dicuci otak.
How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out?
Iya, paham.
The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no, not even close. I was never the shepherd, never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb, the one who breaks the rules.
Berarti ya, Scar ini tuh kemungkinan yang Black Lamb-nya itu. Masih kemungkinan.
Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say.
Dan pernah suruh melawan Scar. Kalau misalkan melawan Scar, terus dapat Scar gitu mau.
Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you've found us already. shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces. Such speed. Such brutality. Can't you see? We are kindred. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lad? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lad can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
Really nice, will ya? I'll fire it up. Watch and learn.
Rover!
Sampai gak dengerin Scarlet itu ngomong apa. Wah, dia gak bisa dapet Scarlet jadi hacker ya. Ultinya tadi. Ulti kah?
Rover? Rover!
Yang?
I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh, should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Oke, yang. Siapa lagi tuh?
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not too distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Brother. Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before, let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened? It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves.
Yes. Check it.
What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half. Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half. Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Look, the water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. I can't believe... I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down... That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here? Where did it go?
panjang kali ini. Langsung silang aja kan.
That girl just wanted to save her village. But those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back now?
Oke.
Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. I
Udah ini bisa merasakan
couldn't handle it.
emosi
The villagers were a complex mix of emotions.
dari
Hope,
alam gitu kan.
resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again.
It's okay.
I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again. But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament. But at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it. Really?
I'm with you.
Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. I'll compile a report on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've gathered. Yes, let's go back. Together.
Oke, selesai. Aksi ketiga. Level berapa? Wow. Oh, ini bisa lihat kan? Oh iya. Bisa damage tapi dia ngasih garis damage. Nggak mau. Ini damage bisa mana? Oh, oke. Nah, kita selesaikan daily quest dulu ya kan. Iya bos. Apa lagi? Iya nanti aja. Send daily quest dulu. Ya apa nih? Kok makin rame sih? Misi udah mulai lah. Enggak, suara mereka serius. Sumpah ya.
lagi. Time for some hot action.
I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps.
Precipitance, please. I'm okay. Hey,
Swift and resolute.
Heads up.
Sudah. Belum. Udah. Oke. Kita dulu.
Swift and resolute.
Sorry. Bermaksud. Kita kembali ke sana dulu saja. Tidak terganggu. Aja. Terus ini kenapa ya? 14 doang. Oh, masih banyak. Oke. Ya sudah sedikit ini saja. Mari kita lihat store ada tambah apa lagi. Lumayan dapat ini healthy. Oh, ini lebih kayak ini kan apa sih namanya? Hai, ya itulah pokoknya. Senator. Juga dapat. Mirip doang. Mantap. Iya. Ya bisa dapat. Oke. Masih nanti aja. Tapi sudah bisa. Apa ini? Oh, diary. Oh, ternyata baru nggak ada. Ya segitu dulu aja. Oke, terima kasih buat kalian yang sempat menonton video ini. Berarti kalian berarti kalian sudah melewati atau sudah menonton di akun kecil.
It is natural to feel
yang mungkin
dreadful of
belum
the
ada
unknown.
penontonnya. Tapi terima kasih
Yet,
buat kalian yang sempat menonton. Sekian dan assalamualaikum.